Iron Trader, and this is midday trading. So we're going to take a look here at crude oil, at natural gas, and then at one of my favorite stocks, NVIDIA, NVDA. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, or ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, the EIA report came out, and wow, there was a huge draw in crude of 12 million barrels. Distillates had a draw of 1.5 million. Gasoline had a draw of 2.2 million. And let's see here, Cushing, they had just a small build. And then your production numbers were 13.2 million. So you had really huge draws across the board. Now, the key to any kind of information, okay, it's not the information that matters. It's the reaction to it, okay? So initially crude popped up, and then what it is this came right on down here. So it's a reaction to it. Now, with going into 4th of July weekend, massive amount of traveling here this weekend, you know what I'm saying, through the whole week and through the weekend. So I keep on the draws, will keep on continuing here the way they look. Okay, let's take a look here at crude oil. Now, take a look here on your weekly chart, okay? So right now we had that bottoming tail, nice series of higher highs and higher lows. The candles here are still looking very good to go higher. Your big target is going to be that 87.67 right there. That is going to be the retest. Now, if and when it gets up there, then we'd have to see exactly what it does when it gets there. Does it break out and go to this level up here? You're looking at the 95 level, or does it pull back here and want to test some, support levels here? Now, as long as it holds this 21-day, you're looking at 80.24, and that 50-day sitting at 80.02, and then we hold this 79.42. As long as we hold this key support levels here and this 8 SMA at 788, this is still very bullish. Now we've got to see what's going to happen on Friday. Now we have tomorrow there's no market open, but on Friday the market will be open. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Now here we look at the daily chart. You can see where we put in a lower low, but we're bouncing in higher here. I mean, the scalping in today has been really good on the UCO, okay? So I already scalped it 3 times, so we're looking pretty good on this. Okay, so let's just look at the downside first. So right now you're sitting here at 83, okay? So this is the key level. You want to look at yesterday's low. That's 82.72. We want to look to today's low. You're looking at 82.46. And then we have this 82.04 here, your 8 SMA, which lines up pretty nice here at this 82.04. Okay, so this is all going to be your very key support levels. And so far as holding, as long as it holds that 8-day, you're looking very bullish. Now you can see where that all crossed over. Now look at your 21-day here. It flattened out here nicely, and then it's rolling right on up here. And it looks like it wants to cross that 50-day and that 200-day and then push towards that 100-day. That would take the price rate up. That's always a very bullish sign. Now, RSI here, we're floating right across here very nicely. Let me just see if I can get a little better look. Yes, okay, so we're floating right across here very nicely. Your MACD, obviously, your green above your red, that's a buy signal. Still long. As long as you hold this 8 SMA here, looking very good. Now, let's just take a look at the upside. So far today, we hit a high of 83.53. That's going to be resistance. Then we'll come over to this candle. You're looking at 83.64, but this is the candle, the big retest here, that 84.38. That's where we're kind of looking for, okay? So when I said bring this price channel across, what we have, you had 84.46, so you came in within 8 cents of that 84.46. Now, again, if we can bust above all that, then we're just coming right here to the bottom of that candle. You're looking at 84.75, and then we'll come up here. You have 85.51, and we just ratchet all the way up here, 86.18, and then we just keep around following the candles, 86.63. You have 86.98, and that's what you're looking for, that 87.67, just like here we have like on your weekly chart. But one level at a time. That's how we trade here. That's exactly how you want to do it here to make money. I always like to show you where it could possibly go, but we have to get above and close above this candle, that 83.64. We have to close above that 84.38. Then we can be off to the races. And as long as we hold this 8 SMA, we're looking very good here. Now we got 2 red candles here, but this doesn't mean nothing here because now you can see here with the huge draws in the inventory here. This has good possibility, and we have hurricane season, which is coming very early. Any kind of disruption, you shut down those rigs in that Gulf, and the crude oil is going to go higher. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, natural gas, here's an hourly chart, and here's a 4-hour chart. Now, you can see here on this 4-hour chart, we had a really nice higher high, higher lows, went there and you peaked out at 3.15. Came all the way down here, but you notice that it was holding here very, very nicely. And then once we lost it, then what you do is you want to trade against that bottom there. That was at 2.63 level. Then you can see where you lost it right on there. So now we're looking at this 2.41. That's going to be very, very key here to hold. Okay, so that would be on the downside. Now on the upside here, what you're looking for is 2.44. That's that 8 SMA. See what happens when that price gets below? Goes all the way down. Yeah, it can ratchet up to the 21-day, but eventually she just comes right on down. So if we can get above that 2.44, then we have a nice target up here at that 2.159 level, and then maybe go up to that 2.55 level. But when you look at this, see how that 8-day trending down, 21-day, 50-day, that's never a good pattern. Now, also want to look here on natural gas. It's pretty real. I shouldn't say it's pretty, but it's really getting overbought here. So a pop up here in natural gas is not going to be, you know, some big shock or anything, okay? So what we're doing is we're looking for that 2.41 level here. Now you can see where we have a sideways action. A lot of times we can get a sideways action. If you can pump up through this, you can break this downtrend and we can just start heading on up here, okay? But we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Right now, we just have that sideways action. Just like we had here, and we had a nice pop up, but this is getting very, very oversold conditions. So a little pop here would not be bad. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. Okay, let's take a look here at this weekly chart here. Now you can see we have that low, that 2.41 level here. Now, if this rallies up here, this is what you're looking for, is on that 2.5 here by Friday. You really want to close back above that. If you can, then you have a nice target there at that 2.66, okay? But you got a series of lower highs and lower lows. That's not really good. If this keeps on falling on down here, well, we can follow these candles, but realistically, your target here is going to be this 21-day at 2.13. Now, when we look here on your daily chart, well, you're hanging right around that 200 simple moving average right there. That's sitting at about 2.47. And then we're looking at the one right above that. You're looking at about 2.50, okay? So if we can just go sideways here, it looks like we might have like a tweezer bottom situation going here. We got to see. It's not really a true one, but we got to see how that's all going to shake up. What you really need to do on the upside is get right above this 2.50 level here. Then we can come to the bottom of that candle. You're looking at basically 2.52. Then we can come here to a 2.57. You have 2.60 here. And then we have right there the 8 SMA. That's going to be very, very critical. That's sitting at 2.62. But you can see the bearish cross, once it crossed that 21-day, this is going to become huge resistance here if this rallies on up here. Now, again, when those futures open like later on today, what happens is that 8-day is going to go lower. Same way with Friday's action. This will be lower, so you're not going to have that 2.62 level. You're probably right around this 50 SMA here. So that's going to be huge resistance because you got your 50-day, your 200-day, and then your 8 SMA here. Huge resistance. Now, again, if you can get above that, then your target is going to be right there, that 2.77, which is your 21 SMA. Now, you can see here how we're getting into an overbought, oversold here condition. We're coming down. We're not there yet, but this is where we're looking here to kind of reverse. Same with your RSI. If we can get that to flatten out, it can kind of take up. But even maybe sideways action, kind of a situation, okay? So, again, on the downside, this is what we want to watch, okay? You want to watch this 2.41 level, okay? That's very, very key. That's today's low. Now, again, if that's lost, then you're going to go right here, 2.38 level, okay? Very simple. And then we have here, you got 2.34 going on here, okay? And then we have 2.30, you know what I'm saying? Then you have, right there's your 2.30. Then we have 2.24. Then you just keep working yourself all the way down here till you get your 100-day here, and then you get your 21-day. Now, after the pits close at 2:30, I'll have that all posted for you, all the support and resistance at the end of the video. After that, once those pit closes for you, so then you don't have to worry about I got to follow these candles. Just look on the back of the video, and everything is right there for you. But today, what we're looking for is watch here that 2.41 on a closing basis. This basically 2.47. And then rate this 2.5. This is going to be critical because everything lines up here very nice. A 2.5 to 2.5, okay? If you can get above 8 days, your target, okay? But right here, very, very critical to get on through. We're getting to that oversold, but not just there yet. Okay, let's take a look here at NVIDIA. Okay, NVIDIA. I am long and strong in this, and I'm also trading it. Okay, so what do we have here? These were the key levels right here. Okay, this is what we're looking for. This 8 SMA here. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Okay, 124.05. We need to close above that. If we can rocket higher. Okay, now also right there, 125.06. These are your two key levels here of support. Okay, so always look at that. Now, again, if you lose all that here, well, then we can retest like today's low. You had 121.36 here. We have 121.03, and then we have actually all the way down here to 118.83, which lines up very nice. If that's all lost, you can come all the way down here to your 114.05. But there are some gaps here, okay? See this? You look at the bottom of that, you have 117.01, okay? Then we looked at the top of that, 116.60, okay? So 117.01, 116.60, gap fill. Okay, we have also another one right here. So you look at here, you have 106.94, and then we look at the top of here, 106.48. Okay, 106.94, 106.48, gap fill, and then we'll come right here. You got 101.52, and then we have on top of here 96.02. Now I don't expect these here to get filled anytime soon. Maybe as we go toward the fall, okay, usually that end of September, October, we could have a nice big sell-off here in the tech because where you got a huge rally going on here. So you could have a sell-off here, then where we could retest that, and that would be a buying opportunity. But remember, NVIDIA, their earnings are coming out here. I believe it's August 22nd. So you don't want to go there and buy this here like that on the 20th. You want to start taking your position now and loading it up when this is on the cheap. Because once we start breaking that 140 level, you're going to be like what Tesla did. Now look what's going on with Tesla here. Now I made a video yesterday on it, so go to that video because we broke above that 200-day on the weekly chart. So now she's going right higher, and everything's posted on there exactly what the targets there are on the upside. But NVIDIA is going to be the same thing. So today what we want to watch is we want to, on a closing basis, right here, 125.06, okay, and then this 8-day at 124.03. That's what we want to make sure that we are closed above. If we do, this thing can rip much higher, okay? So your next target there is going to be 127.71. Then we can ratchet right up here. You got 130.63. Then we can just follow this right on up here. You got 133.73. You have 136.33. And this is your target, 140.76. Now remember, when this moves, it moves. It's freaking lightning. Okay, so now you can see where your RSI here is curling up here. Okay, so this can go right back up. This is going to take that price much higher. Now your green is still below your red, but it looks like it wants a curve. So we got to just watch that 8-day, that 21-day here. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Now here on your weekly chart, you can see here it's been holding this 8 SMA here. Very nice. You got sideways action here for 2 weeks in a row, and it looks like it just wants to go higher here. So let's just be patient with this here, but this is the one that you want to start taking a position in here for a long position here going into that next 6 weeks, because this is going to rip right into those earnings. Okay, that's what I got for you. A little crude, a little natty gas, and a little NVIDIA. I'll be back here after the pick close, and we'll go a little bit more in detail on crude oil and natural gas. And remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.